Just reduce the volume a bit. Then okay, so I think we are 5 minutes in. Few of us have introduced themselves. Then we're just gonna get into the business of the day. Today we're gonna be talking about something very crucial, like something revolutionary. The AI emergence is incredible. I mean, I don't know of any other thing that has disrupted the markets like AI has done. AI has given people a run for their money. Like you can achieve incredible things with AI. I mean, before now, if it was impossible to get, you know, where you wanted to get, maybe your target to like in the next 10 years, I'm going to achieve this and that. With AI, you probably have less than maybe half of that, or maybe 2 years to achieve most of the things that you want to achieve. So AI has brought a disruption, and it's a good one, like a good one. And so we were having my very good friend Raphael John. He's a creative director. He's a prompt engineer, like very, very smart folk. One of those who are really taking the forefront with regards to like AI and creativity generally. So like it's really an honor hearing him. Very young lad. There's just a lot of money to be made. I'm sure people like you came because you want to learn how to monetize AI, and I can bet you that I know people who are currently doing that and cashing out, which is very crucial. So our topic is monetizing AI. They say discover ways to turn AI tools and skills and systems into real income streams. Crazy things. I'm not going to divulge any of those things now. I'm going to allow Mr. Raphael, John Raphael. Remember, I said he's a creative strategist. He's also a prompt engineer. Incredible. So, guys, I just want us to give him a thumbs up and welcome Mr. John Raphael. He's going to be taking my seat, so you probably will not see my face. And just welcome him as he takes center stage and giving us this talk. Thank you so much.
Can you all hear me?
Yes, yes. Please go on.
All right, all right. So good evening, everyone. I trust we all had a very amazing day and trust our weekend is going on good. So without further ado, we'll be jumping in right in. We don't have much time, so we just jump right in and talk about what AI is. I believe before now, some of us have heard AI, and we just tend to limit AI just to maybe large language modules or maybe ChatGPT, as most people, individuals know about. If we've heard, I believe we are not all new to the word AI, but I would just love to hear your response. What do you think AI is? What's your take on AI? What do you think AI is? Can just comment. All right. I just want to see, have we all heard about ChatGPT? If you've not heard of ChatGPT by now, I mean, most people, that's what, if they mention the word AI, that's what comes to mind first. But today we are taking a deeper dive into what AI is, and it goes beyond the ChatGPT that we know. It goes beyond just the traditional text to asking questions and getting response. So in my journey as creative, I really took a deep dive into AI somewhere around 2022, and I've been doing a lot of research and doing a lot of looking for opportunities that this industry have uncovered. I was in a meeting earlier today, and I was talking to some young folks about the opportunities that this industry presents, and I'll be iterating that here too, and also going deeper into how can you use this tool to actually make it out. I mean, there are young creatives out there that are doing incredible things without necessarily putting in, the effort everyone is putting. And today in the meeting, it's just something I learned. And he said that AI should be the barest minimum knowledge everyone should have. A mentor of mine would say that Nigeria or Africa is usually 10 years behind every innovation and everything happening. But at the level we are in, or in the situation we are in, AI knowledge or AI literacy should be the barest minimum of knowledge everyone should have. So that means no one is excused of the fact that you must know about AI. You must also know about tools you should use, right? So just quickly, I just want to for those of us who have not really sat down to really ask, what is this AI, right? Or how can it be used? I would just simply say AI just means machines or computers that think, learn, and make decisions like humans and faster. So AI think and make decisions like humans. These large language models or this artificial intelligence or this new intelligence is an industry where it has been trained on multiple data. Time will not allow me. I just want us to just take a deep dive into how we can just make some people make a living out of this. So how you can just take it, you might necessarily take it as a side hustle, but there are people that have taken it as a full-time job, just for knowing how to use AI tool. So it's just a machine that allows you that think and learn and make decisions like humans. So example of AI in real life can be the Google Maps you use, the Netflix suggestion of movies, all those are AI. Your phone unlocking with Face ID, those are AI. ChatGPT answering you, that's AI. Canva, for those of us that are designers here, Canva design or TikTok auto caption, all the auto captions you see is actually AI. So if you've used any of these, whether ChatGPT, whether you've used your phone or Face ID to unlock your phone, all that is AI. So what is AI? What AI is not? AI is not a god. I usually tell people AI is not a god, number one. AI is not perfect, and AI is not going to take over your brain. AI is not a god. Some people have just assumed that AI is just this big god. I told someone today, I said AI is as smart as the person using it. So AI cannot be as smart as you think unless you yourself are smart. So it is not a human being. It is not a replacement for real skills. I mean, it's not a money printer per se. If you are lazy, you still have to put in the work, and it's not even 100% accurate. ChatGPT, if you use ChatGPT a lot, you can see that beneath it, it will tell you ChatGPT can make mistakes, right? So it just needs someone who knows how to guide it, and that person can be you, right? That person can be you. So AI helps with a lot of things. The pros and cons of AI are a lot, right? But AI helps you with save time. If you are in the design industry, if you are in the writing industry, in fact, every industry that we know today, AI is touching it. And that gives the question on how can I use AI? Is AI going to replace me? I've seen arguments around this, but I have taken with the notion that AI will only replace those who are not able to use it, those who are not able to leverage and maximize it. That's the point. So AI is here to stay. It has come and here to stay. But it is not going to replace you if you know how to use it, if you integrate it into your workflow, right? So AI helps you learn and grow faster. I mean, there are things that will literally take me 24 hours or 36 hours to learn. I can literally learn it in just 2 hours of intense discussion with a large language model or a ChatGPT or anything I use, right? So cons or what you should be careful of is that AI can give wrong information. I mean, my coach, the one that I'm honored to be speaking on his platform, Otachi John, told me of an experience he had with his client because of ChatGPT actually just redirect a link he was supposed to use. So ChatGPT or AI can make mistakes. If you are lazy and you depend on it too much, it can make you even lose your job in the process. So you trying to just shorten your time and everything. You can use AI and still be sacked because you've used it in what we can call maybe the wrong way, right? So AI tools are changing fast. You must keep learning. Your idea of ChatGPT can be obsolete over time. Things are changing. So some tools also cost you money. I mean, all of these models or all of most AI tools have created what we call a monetization program, whereby to get access to more tools, you need, of course, to pay maybe more. And it also includes why some of the tools we'll be talking about. So opportunities AI gives you right now. Opportunities AI give are multiple. They are so much that we can't exhaust it in an hour sitting. But this is what I want you to take, that you become more employable whenever you use AI. Just before I jump into this meeting, I went to LinkedIn and just searched ChatGPT expert, and that is what someone was having on his profile, and he is working with an agency. So just for you being an AI expert in this era gives you an edge automatically. So it's just like, the time pass when if you are a tech savvy or someone that has knowledge on tech, you become employable. That's the time we are in. Whenever, if you have knowledge on AI, you become employable. You can start your own small business. You can create content at lightning speed. You don't need to think fast, or you don't need to think far and wide. I mean, you can create content in the speed of light, like so fast that before anyone could realize you have already delivered. And there's one thing that I've understand with clients, that the one that is able to deliver faster gets the pay. So you create content, you offer services to clients, you teach and make money, and you automate your hustle, you automate your business, and you reach global audiences. You can reach global audiences from the comfort of your house, just leveraging AI. So as I said, AI is touching every industry. You must know how to integrate AI to ease your work. You must know how to integrate AI to ease your work. So now that's a bit of what you need to know about AI. I feel that's basically with this knowledge, and if you can just go back and just make your own research, do your own research on what is AI and what is not, and how it applies to your industry, I feel you'll be way ahead. That's a basic knowledge you will need. You don't need to be an expert in any of this to actually start earning from it. You don't need to be a guru. You don't need to be a prompt engineer like I am. I mean, I had to do an in-depth study, took a Google course at a point on prompt engineering and everything, but you don't need to be an expert to earn with AI. So AI is not magic. Yeah, as I said, AI is as smart as the person using it. So AI is like that really smart assistants who write, design, edit, and give ideas for free, but also cheap. I mean, you can just literally open ChatGPT now and say, I have this business idea I'm trying to brainstorm on, and give me a business plan. And in less than 5 minutes, today, during the session earlier I had in the afternoon, a mentor of mine was sharing, and it was like, someone reached out to him and needed a business plan. And that's what we have taken maybe 3 days to be able to deliver on. And he just did it in the glimpse, in seconds. And he just waited a bit and for 3 p.m. and sent it. And person now said, you walk so fast too. And he said, yeah, that's how we do it. You understand? So AI makes it more credible. So most people just play with it. I mean, some people just go. I see what some Nigerian creators, do. I mean, I've been in circles where there are creators that just catch phone with AI and they're like, send me 2K. I mean, like, really, is that what you are saying? Like, this is a tool that can change your life. And what you are asking is send me 2K. Like, for real. I understand how we Nigerians, try to take things for granted, but this is a tool that can change your life and it's changing lives already. So, opportunities in AI, how can you monetize AI? I mean, you can take skills on AI literacy, you can take skills on just machine learning, prompt engineering, and everything, but there's a money part. As I say, you don't need a professional course like I did, to really become, to really get paid in AI services. So opportunities in AI. First, you can consult for brands and businesses. You can, if you know how to use AI to do anything, to write better content, to design fast, or come up with strategies, to even edit videos and manage social media, or even analyze data, you can offer that as a service. You don't need to be a data analyst. Some people spend maybe 3 years studying data analyst or took a 6-month course on data analyst. You don't need that. I mean, with AI has been trained on all these data. And if time permits us, of course, we'll do a practical before we step out of here. I mean, I'll share my screen and just show you a process on how you can just get something running, right? So you can just talk to a fashion brand or any small brand in your area. You can just start small and just say, okay, I can help you write better Instagram captions with AI. I can help you just generate graphics in 5 minutes. You see, as a creative director in my agency, we had this challenge at a point where people were of the argument that AI is replacing designers, AI is replacing creatives. The truth is, someone said it, and I quote, and he said, AI is going to replace those who fail to use it. AI is here and it's here to stay. You can't change it. Of recent, we've seen videos that are AI generated and they are doing well on social media platforms. In fact, yesterday night, I saw an Instagram influencer that is AI generated. She has followers, thousands of followers on Instagram. She's doing brand deals, but that person never existed. That's AI purely. So this is what is happening at the moment. So if you just try to play the catch-up game, people will move on ahead. So maximize it to your own industry. If you're in the fashion industry, how can AI help you with that? So consulting for brands and businesses, a fashion store or someone or a friend of yours can just say, I'm having a hard time struggling or coming up with captions, or maybe even a business plan, or even content calendar. I know content creators that do content calendar every month. You can just decide to charge them, okay, I can charge you 30,000 naira per month, and boom, that's an AI service. But if you are still learning and you are still cheap and you feel you cannot even charge that premium, you can charge 10K, 20K. It's not something that will require much of you. It's something that you and ChatGPT can sit down and in 15 minutes you are done and you send, right? So that's first way of monetizing, and you can consult. I, for one, I'm consulting for businesses that are paying me just for, just talking to them about their business. All right, what is working, what is not working. And I might not really be professionally, or I might not really be a professional in trying to solve this problem, but I can sit with AI and I can learn what I need to learn in a couple of minutes, and I provide solution. And they'll be like, you are smart. Yes, I am, because of course I know how to integrate ChatGPT or AI into what I do. And I believe every Nigerian or every youth here should also have that level of smartness. Mr. Emmanuel will always say that every Nigerian is a smart person. You cannot be born in a third world and refuse to be smart. You must be smart, right? So second is you teach what you know, even if it's small. I'm teaching you about AI literacy. I'm teaching you about how AI works and how things are changing. Teach AI. Of recent, I landed a gig of 20,000 naira. Mr. Emmanuel actually initiated the deal, and I landed it, and just 2 hours of my time, someone paid 20,000 naira just for me to just show him around how I did this and do that. So I mean, that can just be just something you can just use and chill for the weekend. I mean, 20,000 naira, I can just just go grab some chicken and come back home, right? So you can teach what you know, even if it's small, right? You don't need so much knowledge. You don't need so much knowledge to teach what you know. I'm teaching this now. It's not as if I know every knowledge on AI. There is so much knowledge on AI that you cannot even exhaust it in a day or even in 5 years. There's so much information. So you only know or get what you can and run with it, right? So you can use ChatGPT to write CVs. You can use image effects or Midjourney to design things. You can also automate boring work. When I'm consulting for businesses or when I provide solution for businesses, one thing that I do for them is that I automate boring works for them. I ask them, what is that repetitive task that we can automate, that it doesn't need your strength as a person, it doesn't really need you to always be there. Something like sending email, something like doing a monthly analysis of all the sales that come in. All this can be done with AI. So you don't need to think and have sleepless nights over some things now, because you can actually automate it, right? You can build a faceless YouTube channel. That is one way to monetize AI. Guys, if there's one thing you should pick from this meeting, it should be that you can build a faceless YouTube channel. A lot of us are here that don't like showing our face. I don't know, for some reason, but of course, if there's one profitable business you can do is put out your face out there, right? But there's a niche that has been going crazy the past few days or the past few years that some people have not really tapped into it, and that's faceless YouTube channel. Now, I want to pull up an image so that I can show you a revenue a channel is earning in dollars, of course, because YouTube pays in dollars, right? So I was shocked when I was going through the revenue the channel is generating, and I was like, are you for real? Like, this is actually happening and people are really sleeping on it. So you don't need to show your face. That's a faceless YouTube channel means a YouTube channel where you don't need to show your face. You can just can create videos or services there that don't necessarily need your face. So I look up a channel. The channel actually is Twisted Revenge, and on Sunday alone, estimated earnings was around $30 to $474. That's just Sunday. So, I mean, that's all in a day. If like there's estimated earnings for the past 1 week, there's a breakdown. So, faceless channels are going crazy. You can just have a niche on faceless channel, or maybe talking about stories, children's stories. I believe all of us have seen the video of some cartoon talking in a podcast studio. If you've seen the video, let me just say a reaction to this. Some cartoons with some mic in front of them. Have anyone seen that video? Yeah, all right. Most of us have seen it. It has popped out on our feed, maybe on TikTok or something or somewhere. Those are AI generated, 100%. It doesn't need human effort. It doesn't need anyone to just be there. You can just sit on your computer in less than 1 hour. You are done and you post. In the other way, you can flip it around and teach people. I've seen people that have learned that, and of course, it earned them more money. But you can also just be doing that, and that's what you do. You can just find motivational speeches, download them as audios. YouTube will not flag you for copyright because of that. Automate it and just build a faceless channel and be consistent in it. You can record yourself teaching it, giving free tips, and also you can also charge for teaching it. Just like I said, someone paid just for me to just show him around how to actually run a faceless channel. That's one thing I do in the agency. And yeah, he got running and we're already pushing it. So you can just give free tips around this, and that's it. So I've spoken about faceless YouTube channel. That's the gold mine. You don't need camera, you don't need lights. Most of us will say, I don't have a phone, I don't have an iPhone. I don't know who told you that you need an iPhone to start creating content though. But some say, I don't have an iPhone, neither do I have, what will I say now, a microphone or anything. But you don't need any of these things, guys. You can run a faceless YouTube channel even from your phone. You have CapCut already, right? So I will show you a bit into the system on how to actually just do part of this, right, in a minute. So you can just get monetized with ads and promote your product, or even sell digital downloads. You can also be an AI artist. there are artists that have transcended into AI artists. They have now transcended from just staying 10 hours in front of their canvas to sketch or design to actually being AI artists, and they get paid for it. I mean, there are people that have generated AI art and they sell it on stores like Shopify. They sell the design there and it gets printed on t-shirts. I mean, like companies are paying them just to upload their design, of which is AI generated, right? They upload their designs and those companies buys them and just upload, and they just get commissions for it, right? So you can create, YouTube thumbnails. Thumbnails is also going crazy. Mr. Beast of recent, though he took down the website for some reasons, but Mr. Beast created AI tool where you can clone any person's YouTube thumbnail, and it was going crazy. Like people that were early on it actually took the advantage and monetized it sharp. You just say, I'm a thumbnail creator. I can help you create thumbnails in the style of, let's say, Alex Emozi, or maybe in the style of who we say now, the style of Vusi Tembekwayo, right? Or even in the style of any creator you can just upload your thumbnail and you can upload your image, and the AI tool will generate that image for you. So you can also use ChatGPT plus your own brain, right? You don't just use ChatGPT, use ChatGPT plus your brain. I said earlier that what makes AI smarter is you. The brain behind it is what makes it smart. So you can offer services like ghostwriting or content creation. So you can use ChatGPT plus your own brain to write blog posts or email newsletters. You can also help coaches or business owners send email newsletters. You can also help podcast hosts or podcast owners, right, to run their own podcast show with AI. Like it goes on and on and on. I said earlier, AI is touching every industry. You can just find an industry that is not doing too well and say, I can provide this as a service for you. I can help you write email newsletters every week. You don't need to bother yourself to do anything. I will help you just write them and send them. AI can just help you with that. So you can create products and upload products on Seller. Seller is a platform as of 2024, they did over 4 billion naira in sales just from digital products. So you can actually create maybe an ebook around AI, right? As we are speaking right now, you can just create an ebook around AI. Someone like me that is a prompt engineer, right? I'm hoping to have a product on, or seeing that I generate a product around prompts and everything that regards prompting, and upload it on Seller. I don't need to be always there to just push it. Anyone that buys the product will be sent to his email. He gets it, I get my money. That's how we monetize AI. You can write books purely off of AI and you sell it. You have total reselling rights to the book. Nobody will come and flag you and say plagiarism. No, you have total rights to it. So you can offer AI as a service. That's one of the things I want to also speak on. You can offer AI as service. If you want to go deeper into AI, there's what we call automation, and you can build AI systems for small businesses. So let me explain building AI as a service for you. So you can actually create chatbots. I believe all of us have used chatbots. That customer care button that is usually down below a website there, where you just send it message and it's as if it's always active 2/4. So you can actually create chatbots and sell it to business owners, because they will be, wow, interesting, how did you do it? You know how some business owners will be like surprised. It's not something to be surprised on, because you are a smart folk. You are a smart folk. So you'll be like, you tell him, you just a little programming here and then, you just do your own phonetics and pass and collect your money. So it's as simple as that. But you will just create a chatbot and you can just pitch him on the idea of, all right, I can help you create a chatbot for your customers whereby they can get to ask questions 2/4, and I give you and there's an AI that runs 2/4 that can respond to it. Create AI chatbot. So you can imagine you creating an AI that can schedule appointments or AI that sends reminders, or AI that auto generate captions, like with CapCut we are seeing now. We can build automation. You can build a whole automation system whereby schedule appointments are scheduled, reminders are sent, emails are read and responded to. You can create an automation system like that. So you can charge a tech company and you can become the tech guy or the tech girl for people who can't afford software engineers. Software engineers, AI is also coming for you, right? Just find how to integrate AI to what you do. So freelance platform, you can offer your service, AI as a service on freelance platform like Fiverr and Upwork. I've seen someone that runs AI content creation just on Upwork and is paid around $7 per hour, and that works like maybe 5 hours a day. If you calculate that, then you calculate 5 days a week. That's what someone is paid just for using AI. So people are not longer afraid of paying people, creators that use AI. In fact, people will question you now if you don't even use AI. It's as crazy as that. People will question you you literally jump on interviews and they will ask you, do you know how to use AI tools? Guys, I tell you, this is the future of jobs. That you go into an interview and your employer is not even concerned about your CV. We've seen that with in media and influence, where people, their reputation on social media is what actually earned them the job they applied for, or their idea on how to use maybe Excel is what actually gives them the opportunity to work in this company. So you can go to an industry and you're asked, can you use AI? And you'll be dumbfounded if you can't. So start maximizing it. So you can just go to Fiverr now and just search for AI content creator or YouTube script writer or ChatGPT expert. This is what people are paid for, just for them to delegate it. I was surprised at a point when I started my online journey that there were people that charge, or that people can charge for helping others create a Facebook account. I was shocked. That I went to the website and I was seeing that I can help you create a professional Facebook account. I was like, this thing are just waiting you just to use, right? Just open an email and do everything. But people are charging for how to create a Facebook account. So people from the US, UK, Dubai are looking for help. I mean, your 5K is their $5. They can just literally just send out to, of course you will definitely charge premium, right? But your 5K, your urgent 2K here is not up to $3 for them. So they can just easily give it out to you. And of course you can start cheap, but make sure you don't stay cheap. Make sure you scale, right? So part of the practical sessions I want to take us on is how to generate music with AI. I was not supposed to say that. I was supposed to play a song for us, but just give me a minute. Let me pull this up. So, okay. So, actually use AI. Can we hear the audio? I want to be sure if you can hear the audio on my screen. Can we hear the audio?
No, sir, we can't hear you.
Okay, let me share my screen then. Okay. So, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can see you.
Okay, just give me a minute. Let me pull this up. Oops. Oh, sorry, network is kind of hanging. Sometimes this no. Let's see. Hmm. What's happening? All right, give me a minute.
If you just share it, just consider it for me. Just see if you can hear me, you can hear me.
I can't navigate. Can you hear me?
Just go on, if you can't hear it, just
All right. Can you see my screen? Let me confirm that now.
Yes, we can see your screen. I guess you can just go on.
Okay, all right. Good. So, give me a minute here. So, this a website. I want to play this.
Wake up, fire in your soul, dreams in your heart, now take control. Every setback, every doubt.
Can you hear my audio? I want to confirm that. Good.
We're turning all around, no backing out. John Old's on your side, fueling your vision, sharpening your drive.
So, I want to also play this. So this was an audio
Now, friends are near,
I generated. So this was an audio I generated for Coca-Cola ad. I mean, so it's just crazy how AI is changing. So this is a suno.com website. So there are actually people that are paid just to become AI artists. There are people that are paid just to become AI artists. And what is an AI artist? An AI artist is someone that uses AI to just generate music. Of course, when you are using Suno, Suno is the name of the website. You can just go try it out, suno.com. And when you try this out, you can just generate background music for your videos or even montage, right? So this was just a random ad I generated. So talking about monetizing AI now, I just want to walk you through how to generate maybe a script, right? A script. And I want to just show you basically how you can offer AI as a service. Say you are trying to come up with a digital product, right? And I want to also just do it in the next 15 minutes, right, that I have left. I just want us to just deep dive into how we can just come up, let's say, with a product, an ebook around music. I have no idea, or I don't even have any knowledge on what I'm doing about to do. We'll do it live together, and we can just upload this maybe on Seller and just see how the next few months or till the end of the year how it looks. Whether someone is going to purchase the book, we will design the cover with AI, and we will upload it. Right, so I will share my screen to ChatGPT now. So we'll do this together. Basically, the way I prompt ChatGPT is different. So you might actually just see a variation. And I must mention that you must learn prompt engineering or learn how to prompt. You must give context. You must also assign a role to ChatGPT so that it can effectively give you. So we can just say, okay, right. You are a great author with that has published all right, 5 books. How do they even call those guys? Is it New York Times bestseller? Let's do it together. Is it New York Times bestseller? Let's get it. Is it New York Times bestseller? An awarding New York best time seller. This is just actually just a beginning of everything. We can just go ahead and you've also written books that have helped business owners, or let's say artists. We're writing about music, right? That have helped artists, right? Is that one of artists? Okay. So let's just make this basic as possible. Do you understand the role you're playing? So ChatGPT will respond, yeah, I understand the role, publish 5 books, confident, emotionally well. So let's say we are using this book as a lead magnet for a course we are trying to sell, right? So we can just say, okay, I want us to write a book on how to effectively train your voice. So let's say we are just writing a small ebook on, I'm just talking about from the point of how you can just use AI just to generate digital products. Now we have digital marketers that are making crazy amount of money. So this is just a digital product. Or we can just say, all right, give me ideas on books I can write so that I can use as a lead magnet. It will come up with ideas. So as a best-selling author here, this and that, 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 this and that. So we can just go on. And so for creative artists and dreamers, we can just say, I mean, artists because I mentioned artists earlier, it assumed that it's just a normal artist that paints or anything. So we have to give more context. That's what I was saying, that the brain behind AI is what makes AI more smarter. So we can just say, I mean, artists in the context of music. So how to find yourself, the unheard voice, how to find yourself and be heard in the music industry. So we can just go and just say, good. Let's run with this. The unheard voice, how to find yourself and be heard in the music industry. Of course, everyone wants to be heard. If you are a singer, of course. So we can just use that and run and run a Facebook ad with, and you have a lead generation, a lead magnet, and you can just get people into your pipeline, and you just offer them this, and it's completely AI. So let's get into writing. So 40 to 60 pages, build trust. Chapter 1, the noise and the silence. Chapter 2, the identified crisis of the modern art. So we can just go ahead and just talk and say that, okay, my audience are mostly Nigerians around the age of, let's say, the age of, let's say everyone one below. So let's say from 18 to 27, right? From 18 to 27, yeah. So it can nurture that. It will reframe it to the point of, you know, how to do this. So it can adjust the tune and everything, you know. So the finalized book title, so the unheard voice, if nobody's clapping yet, if you are ready, I will write chapter 1, the noise and silence right now. What Nigeria Gen Z's artists in mind. I mean, we are all Gen Z, so we can also write, okay, go ahead and write me chapter 1. But before that, I will love a preface of an emotional story of how I got to be successful as a music artist, right? Send it over, and so you can see ChatGPT will tell you everything. I remember that night I almost quit music. It was raining, not the kind that cools the air, but the kind that matches your mood. Heavy, gray, cold. I had just come back from what was supposed to be my big break, a showcase where I performed last. Long after the crowd had stopped paying attention, they didn't even call my name right. I gave it my all on the stage, but my voice cracked, my throat was dry, but I still left every drop of my soul in that mic. Nobody clapped, nobody came to say that was dope, no DM, blah, 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 blah. And that's like a preface of your book. I mean, so you can see that we can just go on just like a part of how you can just monetize AI. Like you can just basically you can just sit down and just have idea. What can I do? What can I write on? So I hope someone is learning, and I hope someone is going to implement. Right? Everyone wants to be heard, but not everyone knows. So we can actually say, let's start each chapter with a quote. You know, so most books will start with a quote. So let's start with each chapter with a quote. Whether a known author or not. So it can just go on and on and on. So preface, the most painful silence is the one your soul is screaming and the wall walks, you know, and it goes on and on. So chapter 1, if you don't find your voice in the quiet, the wall will give you one you don't recognize in the spotlight. Our boss, John Otache, did this quote. Right? So, I mean, so these are the infinite possibilities. We can go on and also talk about video generation. There are actually just limited credits you can use in video generation. We can also go on. I can share with you quickly on how we can also use a tool to generate image. For most designers here, they will know this tool. Let me reshare my screen quickly. I think so. Yeah, I'm sharing a screen so that we can talk about. Good. So quickly before time runs out, talk about image generation, right? Okay. So this is image FX. So some of you have seen AI image generator, but you don't know how. So we can say, can I have a book? Or rather, we can just go to ChatGPT, right? And say, give me a prompt to generate a cover design. ChatGPT will generate a prompt. I can generate a cover design. I've copied it. I'm coming back to image effects. For most designers, they know this. If you're a designer and don't know this, I want to have to ask you, right? These are like how you can leverage. So this can give us an idea on how maybe our book cover can look like. That is at its best, but it's actually mostly used to generate models. So the unheard voice, you can see that our book cover is ready. We can make it more professional over time, of course, but this how AI is changing everything. So we can say a portrait of a Nigerian Nigerian artists. So we can just go on and on, right, guys? So infinite possibilities with AI. So my time is up, but I trust you got value, guys. If you got value, let me see a reaction. If you got value, our time is up and we need to go. So this you've learned, try and implement. We come back. Yeah, we see a question, but can you, the group will be open for questions. Just drop your question. I'll be there to respond. But I would like, we'll be doing a part 2 in the next 2 weeks. So I will still be here to see, we'll continue this book. We'll continue our book writing and we'll upload it on Seller. And let's see how we can push it and get a client. So guys, I trust we got value. Make sure you share the flyer or you screenshot what you learn. You understand? Yeah, we'll cover generating video too in the coming classes or coming session, guys. So yeah, screenshot this chat, share with your friends, tell them what you learned, and we'll see you in the next one.
So guys, today was really an exceptional one. Obviously, I don't know, it was really good. Like, and I learned a lot of things, and I'm sure you learned a lot today. So we're going to be bringing Raph again the next 2 weeks. Like I would have loved that we have it next week, but it's going to be a tight week for both me and him. So we are going to be having another session on AI. I'm doing this because there are incredible things that are happening in the AI space. I'm taking advantage of it, and I know how much I've made because I have integrated AI into what I do. And I want it to be like that for you too. So if you have any question, please pop it in the WhatsApp group. We want to make the WhatsApp group as engaging as possible. If you're joining us for the first time, this is a holistic mentorship group, and we've been talking about things, mindset, AI. We talk about relationships, everything. That's why it's holistic. I am the host. Raph and David are part of the mentorship, as the team. We're going to be bringing more people to help you both in and out of Nigeria. So please be consistent. The last time we talked about scholarships and the opportunities that abound and whatnot. So guys, it was truly an incredible system today. And, we always want to stick to time. We are always time conscious here. So we're going to get Raph for the part 2 of this edition. So please, if you have any question, pop it in the chat and then Raph will respond. But also have it in mind that he's going to be coming back again to give us another episode. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. Today was a really good one. We have 16 people join and we have over 200 people in the group. So you see that there's still a deficit. Please remind the people you've invited, bring people, and let's learn together. Like, you could literally have money to pay for school fees, get scholarships, mindset upgrade. You could have skills that you won't get anywhere else. So thank you so much, guys, for today. Do have an incredible night rest. I'm John Otache, Emmanuel, and I'm always your host. So thank you, guys, and good night. Bye.